Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hello. Hey, Sneaker, how are you doing? And W music indeed. The music is absolutely amazing. Can't quite, can't quite disagree there. All right, perfect. We should be good to go. How are you doing, guys? How are you all doing? Let's see. So we're gonna have to finish up puzzles. There's pretty much just one that we actually really need to finish up, and then there's few updates here and there. But other than that, we are pretty good. So let's see. We need to figure out destroying of the building. So running this with nanite is gonna be a bit of a hell in itself. But not nanite, with a chaos. That's gonna be fun for sure. And then the other thing is, of course, gonna be to add here another puzzle for some sort of a flight. So I was thinking how to do that. I think we're gonna start with actually having here some sort of a spawner based on the line. Seems pretty reasonable. So let's see, how can we go about it? I think we can just make it as a pretty universal tool. So let's see, we're gonna need for that I forgot my water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I see the camera is a bit too high. Let me fix that. Yeah, okay, it should be better. So what we're gonna need is some tool to spawn on the line, and then keep it there. So let's see. I'm gonna have it as part of a plugin, of course. And it's not quite the universal animate. This is, I think we can call it like a spawner. That's probably easiest, or maybe spawner placeholder, something like that. So let's call it spawner. Spawners, I guess, if we wanna be specific. We can make it a blueprint. This is gonna be spline actor spawner. How do I feel being 24 and not being a millionaire? Oh. Why do you think I'm not? Interesting assumption. Get in here a spline, and let's say we can make this one a... we can do about 30. You know what? We can probably just copy a bunch of the stuff from the other spawner. Yep. Wow. Animator. If I don't release the game, I'm not. Maybe. Maybe I don't want to be a millionaire. Or maybe... No. I feel like aiming for being a millionaire is kind of weak, right? It's just a million. I don't know if that's even worth it. Why not aim a little bit higher? Like, have a little bit of a... We'll have a little bit of a how to call it? Ambition, Sneaker. Why would you aim so low? It's my time to shine. We shall see. No pressure right there, eh? But indeed, I do hope it's gonna be successful. But honestly, I thought about it. When you think about it, it's like if Lost Harmony is gonna be and successful, I mean financially. That's one thing, right? I'm not necessarily talking about successful as a game, because I think about it from two different perspectives. Like, first of all, I want it to be successful as a game. That means I want with this game to, on the end, be able to say like, okay, yeah, I think I made a good game, and I think I managed to communicate what I wanted to communicate. If I do that, then that's great. That's one success. And then there is a second part of it, which is like a financial success, and that one surprisingly does not actually matter that much, because Like when you think about it, right? If Lost Harmony is gonna make a lot of money, that means the next game I can make a bigger budget. And if Lost Harmony is not gonna make a lot of money, that means the next game is gonna be done with exactly the same budget as Lost Harmony. So it's not gonna be that much of a difference to me. It's gonna be cool, but hey, that's how it is. And it's not gonna actually influence whether I'm gonna make the next game. It's just what the budget for it is gonna be, I guess. And Sergio, hello there, sir. How are you doing? As far as I'm concerned, I have decided that I'm gonna spend my time making games, and no matter what's gonna happen, nothing is really gonna change that. So there we go. And mainly after the Lost Harmony, and mainly after the demo of Lost Harmony, I would like to first spend some time making puzzles, hopefully puzzles as well, but making plugins. That's what this whole base is for. You will have access to all of that. If you post demo on mobile, you will make 100% profit. I don't know, man. That seems pretty unlikely. No one cares about these kind of games on mobile. Very, very rarely they are successful. And Piotr, hello there, sir. How are you doing? How is your book coming along? Okay, I think I can make it as a custom event. So we're gonna need class for that. I'm gonna need distance for that. And I guess we don't really even need their amount. 80% there? Ooh, that sounds cool. We are all waiting for that, so keep it up. People play Resident Evil on mobile. Yeah, that's true. People play GTA on mobile as well. But where would you be more likely to play a game like Lost Harmony? Would it be on mobile or would it be on the PC? I would say that PC seems like much better target. You especially, I suppose. Yeah, it's true that a lot of the younger generation plays much more of the games on their phones, especially now with Xbox Cloud being effectively available on mobiles. I think that's actually the future. Like, if you want to know what's the future of gaming, it's almost certainly streaming the games directly into your device. So the hardware is irrelevant. The only thing you care about is your network. I'm almost certain that's gonna be like vast majority of the gaming happening, probably even in VR. And Lord Physics, hello there, sir. How are you doing? Okay, this is gonna be our distance between actors. And this shall be... Wait, what did I make this for? Oh, class. Neil, even for competitive online games? Almost certainly, yeah. Have you tried try some games on Xbox Cloud streaming? How is it called? Xbox something. It's surprisingly good. It's really good. I played some competitive games on it. It was wait, no, this is not object. This is class. Injustice, second one. It's really good. It's really good. Like, sure, the thing is that you are kind of comparing two different things, right? You have people who are super extreme, and they want like the highest possible FPS, the best possible chance to win, and those are not gonna probably play with cloud. But that's like 1% or maybe 5% of consumers. Like 95% of them don't really care if they have 60 FPS or 90 FPS, and FPS is just a custom sort of thing here. It doesn't matter really. Decide that the ebook to English right away without waiting for local market. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, I think it makes sense for this kind of a like all of the game development is happening on in English, right? Everyone when it comes to game development speaks in English, no matter the profession. So it makes a lot of sense. Make an endless runner? I don't think so. I have made enough endless runners. More than I would ever want. Try GeForce Now, it's almost noticeable. Oh, really? Did it get that much better? After 150, you can feel the Sneaker, you can't feel difference after 60. Depends on your monitor. Like, if you have vast majority of the monitors that normal consumers have access to are 60 Hz. that means it does not display more than 60 FPS. Unless you have 144 Hz monitor, you don't really care actually. And GeForce Now, I tried it like 2 years ago and it was noticeable, but I tried like a year ago. I started playing and I did not cancel my subscription since then. It's like a year ago, Xbox Cloud Streaming, and it's amazing. Holy crap, guys, it's really good. You have 144 Hz monitor? Yeah, no, that makes sense. In that case, you can't notice more than that because your monitor doesn't display that, right? But most people have like 60 Hz monitor, me included. I don't really want more. I mean, I could get more for like gaming, but I don't really care that much. At least now. I just want to say you inspired me so much years ago. Well, thank you kindly. Hope you are making some cool stuff now. Thank you kindly. Yeah, I have 60 Hz monitor. I don't need more. I'm good with that. Once you go to... Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I did not buy 144 Hz monitor, because I know that I wouldn't be able to go back. That's why I don't have it. I'm gonna eventually buy it, and at that point it's gonna be over. I'm never gonna buy anything else. Right? So I can buy it now. It's simple. It's gonna be spawn actors, and we are gonna need delete actors, and then detach actors. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, why would I care? It's vast majority of the games that I play it does not matter that I have more than 60 FPS. I don't play competitive games almost at all. Like pretty much never. I play almost only single player games. And even though they are often pretty fast one, it just doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. It says access to the most recent. The only thing that matters, if I really was into playing like, I don't know, CS:GO, or maybe the finals even, like super competitive shooter games, then sure, I would definitely want to have 144 Hz monitor. But now I just don't care. Okay, is the cursor ghosting? Oh, I don't know. I have tried 144 Hz monitor, but I did not spot too much of a difference. But I tried it very, very rarely. I know there is a difference. I just did not quite get used to it and didn't feel need to use it. I eventually will. It's just not right now. But honestly, if I can choose between buying a 144 Hz monitor or just buying another dirt monitor that I can use here, I'm gonna choose dirt monitor almost any time of the day. Like, you gotta realize I work maybe like 90% of my time and play maybe 10%, maybe 15% of my time, right? That's gonna end up in 105% of the time, so it's pretty cool. I'm traveling in time at that point. But what I'm kind of trying to say is that it doesn't quite, like, having another monitor is way more useful for me than anything else. Okay. We want a spawn actor, we want a detach actor, 144 of 4K, that suits the better needs. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think I have 2K here. 2K or full HD. I think 2K. Yeah. Okay, so what we are gonna... I could really use like another monitor here on top. That would be super fun, because I could have chat there. So it would also make much more sense, because when I would read from the chat, it would look like I'm looking at you as the camera, which would be so much more useful. And I could keep my second monitor for working, and here would be like my OBS monitor and chat monitor. So it would be way more useful than anything else. Okay, so what we will basically want to do... Okay, yeah, we wanna run a for each, no, not for each loop, we wanna run here for loop. God damn it, I said for loop. You would expect that for loop would be here first. And we wanna get here a distance, is it called length? Get spline length divided by our distance between actors. Which is gonna be the amount of them that it's gonna spawn. Trunctuate gets it to, yeah, that makes sense. You probably have more than 60 if you are on 2K. No, I don't. That's completely irrelevant. Why would there be a connection between resolution and hertz? That's all practically doesn't matter. This one is gonna have our spawn actor from class. And I can check though, if you're asking, where did I come up with that? Wait, do you mean me or Sneaker? 60 FPS on for yeah, but that's like just a custom what you have. I can check what I have, but I'm pretty confident it's 2K 60 FPS, maybe 72 or some nonsense like that, but pretty sure it's 60. I don't think there should be any connection, or am I wrong in that? Is there any connection between your between the hertzes for the monitor and the resolution? They should be completely irrelevant, right? Is the CPU Z gonna tell me? Yeah, it's cable limitation. Okay. Yeah, I would understand it as a cable limitation, because then you have only certain amount of data that can flow through. So that would make quite a lot of sense. Gosh, I hate Windows 11. I hate this thing. How does Windows manage to get worse with every single update? This is actually quite impressive. Okay, so it's even just Full HD. It's Full HD 60 Hz. This one, and second one is also Full HD 60 Hz. That's weird. I think this one should be higher. Oh. Okay. Let me enable this again. There we go. I like W11. A lot of stuff seems to be a lot easier to find it. I don't know. For me, it's way worse. I am used to literally directly go into advanced setting and not have to bother with all this nonsense Windows is forcing on me. So I'm just like, I hate this. Wait, what did I want to do here? Okay, yeah, so we want distance between actors multiplied by this, and now I'm gonna be able to get a get location at distance and get a rotation at distance. Should we come? Maybe. I don't know. That's not, honestly, I don't feel too much of a difference. Like, it does not actually influence how I work too much, so I will eventually switch to it, but hey, one day. Yeah, it's not too important for me. It does not slow me down, and I doubt it's gonna speed me up. So it's like, no matter how many hertz you have, it's not gonna speed up how fast you write code. So matters for games, not much for work, and that's way more important for me. My phone has actually 144, I think. I'm not sure though. Had to edit right click to be the same Windows 10, but other. Oh yeah, I have to change that too. I hate what they did with it. It's so stupid. I have not changed it yet, but it's incredibly stupid. Okay, we're gonna need to have here actually an array of these. Spawn actors. It's gonna be a array. And we're gonna grab this and add them here. So have better experience? No, the experience is exactly the same. I can't tell the difference. And honestly, I don't use my phone almost at all. It does still do way too much battery. Yeah, I have to charge my phone every day. It's horrible. I kind of liked when I didn't have to when I had to charge my phone like once every week or so. But honestly, I don't use my phone much. Like if 30-40 minutes a day, then that's it. Anytime I can, I just gonna do everything on my computer. It's so much easier to work with computer than with phone. I quite dislike working on my phone. Okay, so if you are deleting it, you just wanna grab this and delete them. Yeah, probably. What's this be before? It's gonna be a spline actor spawner, so it's gonna spawn in an appropriate distance between actors. Actors. So it's pretty much a universal spawner along spline. I make a lot of these tools for the game pretty universal, so I make them as part of a plugin. So very soon, actually, I'm gonna be able to release this as a utility plugin. I think this is gonna still stay attached though, but let's hope. I mean, I guess I could combine it into... I don't really want to do it with in a construction script. Spawning in construction... I can't even spawn in construction script, now that I think about it. So, and even if I could kind of hack it to do it, which you can, it would probably end up causing more trouble than anything else. And let me make sure that I clear this first. So I want to start this by deleting actors. But in that case, I have to check if they are valid. Use like destroy actors or custom events. Is that like some sort of garbage collection? No. What do you mean? I don't think I understand the question. Delete actors. And we can put here a little bit of a delay. This is a tool, so it's not gonna be actually used in the game. Okay, let's see. So we got ourselves the spline actor. Let's try it now. It would be good to actually display the length as well. That's more of a utility thing than anything. So we want it to spawn a... I think I have here some ring. No. Okay, I am pretty sure I have here some sort of a interactable... Okay, nobody's mad. It wasn't probably super clear what I was doing, so I can imagine that being confusing. And let's say it should spawn about every 200 units. So let's see if I manage to mess up something or if it works. So we can spawn actors. And it doesn't do anything. That's bad sign. What did I mess up? I want to always spawn, ignore collisions. It did not spawn them. Huh. Oh wait, it's not called ring. That's maybe why. Bird. Oh, it's called circle. Why did I put that ring like twice in a row? That's not very, very smart. Okay, let's try again. World. This should be fine. Oh wait, is it not letting me spawn? Because I'm not running the game? Oh god, that would be very annoying. I think it should. Wait, is that the case? Why doesn't it execute spawning outside of game? No, I refuse to do anything on iOS. I hate the platform. Apple is successfully managing to step on and damage everything that, I suppose, freedom of programming stands for. So unless really necessary, I really don't want to do anything with iPhone, with Apple. I think it does not execute it when it's on the... That's really annoying. Yeah, I don't think it lets it spawn correctly. Or maybe is it this issue? It would be annoying. I can spawn it as a child actors, but it's still annoying. Okay, I'm gonna simulate it. Okay, I had a suspicion that's gonna be the case. Ah, goddamn, that sucks. How are we gonna do that? No. PP's runtime. Construction script before item. Or no, you are right, but you cannot use spawning on runtime in construction, which is the problem. I'm pretty sure you can't. If I try to take this here and paste it here, it's just gonna throw me an error. That's why I'm trying to find a way around it. Yeah, I have seen. Yeah, I refuse to do anything with iOS. It's just, and not even because it would be that bad of a platform. I just refuse to stand for anything that Apple is doing. Apple is constantly lying to consumers and painting themselves as a good guy, while they are one of the evilest companies up there who absolutely hate developers. Like, why would I ever do anything with that platform? There's just no point to it. Yeah, I have seen the headset. I mean, was kind of expected. Nothing too interesting. If Meta tried to do something with that price tag, it would have been as good, maybe better. So I don't find it too impressive. So it does work only in runtime. That's an issue. How are we gonna do that? We can add child actor. That works. Instead of spawning it, but it's pretty ugly solution. I don't like that. Can I even do that? Yeah, I can. Edit spline in runtime? Yes, that's the easy part. That's easy. What's a thing that would make you quit Unreal? I don't know. Yeah, you can edit it easily. It's literally just Bezier curve that connects one point to other point, and you can move the points easily in runtime, and even the curses between them. Super easy. Okay, we can change this to local and try this instead. Set class. I hate when he does that. But okay, we can at least use it for testing. I don't know if there is anything that would. What exactly is the problem? It's not necessarily the problem. The problem is that I want to make a simple actor that's gonna spawn another blueprint along the spline, and the problem is that you cannot do spawning outside of runtime, not really as actors. And that's what kind of prevents me from using normal logic. So this is basically just a tool actor that lets you spawn things. This should kind of do the job, though. I'm just using a child actor instead of what? Instead of what? Instead of spawning the actors directly. But no, we are running into some trouble. Let's see. Maybe I can. No, I should be able to add child actor in construction. But the custom events are not gonna run in construction. So now I have to move the whole thing into construction, which is somewhat annoying. So what I would have to do is basically this. Which is right now, it's gonna create more bugs than anything else, because it's gonna keep, it's never deleting them, I'm guessing. Oh, it does delete them? Oh, that's unexpected, actually. I did not expect that. Is there any way how I can do it better than... this is gonna crash it now probably, but it's fine, I remember the code. Yeah, this kind of is gonna do the job. It's not as good as I would like it, and it's probably gonna crash because it's spawning too many of them. We will see if the PC is gonna do it. I think it's gonna end in endless loop or engine crash. But What are we gonna do with that now? I guess we can just keep it like this. I hope that I'm gonna be able to make it to spawn it and then... This is how your game Sonic game was built exactly. Are we stuck? I think we are stuck. Let's see. If it crashes now, then that's because I'm stupid, in case anyone was wondering. Okay, we can just crash it. Okay, I just closed it normally. There we go. Guys, by the way, guys, do you know the what are they called? With a spam the control assist. Yeah, for sure. I not that much now, but I used to had it as a habit when I was working with After Effects and still I have it when I'm video editing. I literally do a cut, Control S. I don't even have a mental control over it. I just straight up use the shortcut without even thinking. It's a good habit to have. Okay. So this part doesn't work, which is somewhat annoying, but that's fine. We can delete this and pretty much all this. And now execute it here. Minus program is Control and S. Most scratch keys on the keyboard, very true. Control and Z I also do tend to spam that. What tends to be the worst? What was worse is that when I started getting used to English keyboard, because when I was like using computer a long time ago, I used to, of course, not have a English keyboard. But when you start programming, you kind of have to use a English keyboard. So the difference is that Z and Y was reversed. I had QWERTY or the other one keyboard. So that was not fun. My Control Z did not Control Z anymore. And you always want your Control Z to Control Z. Maybe let's see if we can still kind of do that. Wait, do these events even work properly? Test. Because what I would like to do is to be able to detach it and leave it there as a spawned actors, which I am probably not going to be able to do with child actor. That's why I wanted to set it up with spawning and not with child actor, but the spawning doesn't work in construction. Okay, this is fine, and we want it locally. I'm gonna have to lock it because I can already see someone stupid crashing that engine with it. That's someone probably being me. So this should be at the minimum 100 to, let's say, 1000, and this should be also 100 to 1000. If someone wants to override it, I can override it, but it ain't gonna be me. Now we can put that upper check even higher. Anyone else finds Control Z in PS annoying? Because if you do it twice, the reverse is the undone. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I have not used... it's been a while since I used... we can actually keep it on 100. Since I used Photoshop. I switched to Photopea. I don't know if any of you guys know it. It's quite nice and useful tool. It's like basically Photoshop in cloud. Made by some developer. Okay, the 100 is still pretty low, but it's not crazy low. Okay, we have here our test. Our test is here, but is it doing what we want from it? Oh wait, I did not actually want it to printing. It's printing correctly. So let's see if it actually will work for detaching. For that we are gonna need to actually connect them. So this is gonna be a child actor component. Child actor component. Oh. And we can add it right in here. And why I am doing that is because I would like to know if I have a chance of actually detaching them. No, wait, no. I want detach here. It's gonna have me detach a strong component. I had a suspicion that's gonna be the case. They're still gonna be part of the actor. Which is not super annoying, but I would prefer if that wasn't the case. So I'm gonna just move them, let's say, like this, then press test. And no, it still stays there. I had a suspicion that's gonna be the case. But it's fine. It's fine. This is not the essential feature. It would be just nice to have. Okay, in that case now we just care about what kind of actor we are actually spawning. So is this oh yeah, it is core. So what we are gonna need is to duplicate this. And this is gonna be our drone racing circle. Oh wait, I don't actually... Do I need to duplicate it? I could have just made... I can just make a child, right? Yeah. Never mind. Let's delete it and make a child. Drone racing circle. But what we actually need here is adjust this mesh, and we can get access to the mesh. How is it called? Just circle? Geometry not quite here. Broad circle, there we had it. Surprising, we found it under mesh. Okay. Broad circle, and we want bird circle rotated. Now what we wanna do with this is to bake a rotation into it. So first we are gonna assign here a proper drone racing circle. Wait, why doesn't it let me... Did I do it in the parent? Oh, did I make it as a variable? Blueprint, read, write, and what do we need? We need visible anywhere? Yeah. Okay. Does the order of them matter? I don't think it should. Guys, does any of you know there's two studios I'm thinking about. There's Sockpop and there is one more. I don't remember the name of the cinema. It's a French studio. Why I am saying that is because they actually have very interesting model. They basically have built up a Patreon where they release a new game every month, and they get and their Patreons get it for free, and anyone who builds who it's not their Patreon can buy it regularly on itch or on Steam depending on the game. I think it's very interesting model. I really like this idea of almost coming back to how originally artists were supported by their Patreons, right? That's what Patreons is called, like that. Would be fun to do something like that. It's definitely difficult, and I don't think you can just do it alone. Well, I mean, of course you can do it alone, but releasing one game a month by yourself is quite difficult. What the hell did I do here? How did I do that? When I first started Overwatch was one of these videos I watched Endless Run with Rick. But thanks for Rick. Yeah. Making a zombie survival game with a twist for the past 2 years. Well, my pleasure. I'm glad you found it useful. 2 years seems like a long time, but hopefully you're gonna be able to finish it. Good luck. I actually need the circle. Ah, now I have access to it. It's good. Weird. Either bird circle rotated. I said bird circle rotated. It's almost like you have your own private subscription model on run on Patreon or something. I said bird circle rotated. Why are we not here? Am I gonna develop a VR games in the future? Probably. Probably. But when and what, I have no clue. But it's probably gonna happen. It is a working model, but personally I don't find any of their games worth the try. It's a mobile niche one. Sort of, yeah, a lot of them do. I think that's also why, especially Sock Pop, I hope I'm not mispronouncing it, are kind of switching it. They used to do like twice a week or something, or like every 2 weeks or something crazy like that, and then they are now slowing down because you can't really make game in such a short time. You can make like a idea, but to make it into a finished presentable game is really, really difficult. It's incredibly difficult. Because a lot of the important aspect of game design is just kind of testing that, figuring out, like, especially beginners tend to just think about the programming, and the programming part is one of the easiest one. Like, programming something, if you know what it's gonna be, is super easy. Anyone can do that. The problem is that the games are incredibly iterative, so you are always gonna be changing what you actually need, because you program the whole thing and then you realize, oh fuck, this is not fun, we have to change it. And that's where it comes. That's where they get you. That's where it becomes actually difficult. So you have to write your code so it's easily changeable, and you have to be prepared in changing it. Okay, we want to probably change this like this, and date. What games I'm making? Some of the cross job. I am working on a Lost Harmony. That's a cozy game, but you just fly around like a bird. Like a bird, and explore the post-apocalyptic world after all the humans disappeared. Okay, that should fix it, and it did not fix it at all. We can even find it here. We are gonna write here a comment. We've got all the comments in the description now, by the way. So we can write here a game, and then we have a Lost Harmony. I have a few VR game concepts, not capable of making it though. Yeah. Feel free to share it if you want to, of course. But a lot of people have ideas. Yeah, exactly. Everyone has concepts. Developing multiple aspect, but the game loop is quite simple, really. You can probably find a way how to test it with single player concept. Very few ideas actually need to be fundamentally multiplayer. But honestly, you learn by doing it, eh? This did not bake it properly. How do I bake it properly? Ah. How the hell do I actually tell it that it should change its rota transform? I know exactly how to do it Blender, but I know Unreal should be able to do that. Bake transform? Oh, okay, this is maybe it. Bake rotation, bake transform, let's try it now. There we go. There we have it. Got him. Got him, ladies and gentlemen. It's a separate node. Why do you even need transform here? This is what transform is for. Why is that a node here? It's weird. I would expect that the bake transform is the only one we actually need. You can share a general idea that needs to be covered with multiplier, and we can give you a thought about. Yeah, absolutely, if you want to, for sure. But it's like exactly as Lord Huzik said here. Everyone has ideas. Ideas are the easy part, I'm afraid. I would even say that ideas are less important than you think. The implementation and the actual execution on the idea is the actually important part, but the idea itself is not that important. Okay, we have here show up, and it should start by being. No, wait, I think I have it set up to show up on the start. Yeah. Wait, we actually don't need to delete it. We just need to put here a checkbox for it. Should show up on start. Default is true, and for drone racing it's gonna be false. And I would actually like to put here one small thing, which is gonna be our show up delay. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't actually need that. Can have an interface for it that's gonna access it, so that should be fine. Nah, it's better to bake it in there right away. Can put here a delay, and this shall be a show up delay. By default, we can keep it on 0. And then show up delay is fine. What is it here? Here by default we can actually keep it as 0 as well, and we're gonna have to set it one at a time. That's where it's gonna become actually troublesome. Wait, why is it displayed? It shouldn't be displayed on the start. I see you user setting. Exactly. That's gonna be the name of the chat. I'm not gonna talk with you as chat, but as ducks. That is actually pretty. That is actually pretty accurate. Okay, this is true. It should. Oh, I see. It does not actually hide it. That's what you are, guys. Ducks. Nice. We just need to set up the scale correctly. There we go. Quack quack, exactly. I'm glad you understand your role. But it's also like, what else am I gonna talk about except what I'm working on? Kind of like this idea of showing it one at a time when you actually trigger it. But I can give it index. That's gonna be. But if I'm giving it index, I can just tell it right away what it's supposed to do. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just put there a interface. We're gonna get ourselves a core, systems, and Winland blueprints. And this shall be. Let's go. I'm gonna make a specific one. I usually don't like making specific blueprints, but this is fine. Like interface. What this is gonna do? It's gonna be show up. No. Well, actually, I guess we can do show up as well. But this is mainly set delay. Feeling like those rings are somewhat too close to each other. Yeah, I can. That's gonna be. This is right now just for demonstration. They are definitely way too close to each other. But I have here like very easy parameters that can tweak it. I'm just now first testing how it works, and then I'm gonna tweak it. But definitely a good point. We can put here a float input. Okay, now onto the drone racing. We have to add here the interface, which is gonna be a ring interface, and that's gonna set the proper delay. Set show up delay. There we go. And now, when we spawn this, gonna get here a get child actor and send it to ring interface set delay. But now, how are we gonna set it? So we always wanna increment with each addition. What's the easiest way how to do it? Can do 0.2 times 1 times 2. Can I just do multiplier of index? Is it gonna work? I think so. Let me check it. Thanks for the company. Well, thank you for being here. Have a good one, Lord Physics. Thank you for stopping by. Literal float. There we go. So we can basically do 0.2 times, but wait, then it's gonna be times 3. No, it should be fine. Thanks. Reminders, you're awesome. Of course I am. Do appreciate it. Bye bye. Have a good one. Let's just print it. Okay, 0.2 to 2. Wait, one more time. No, god damn it. Wait, something went wrong. Oh, it's just calculating that many times? Wait, let me see. Oh yeah, I think it's fine actually. Cool. So this works, so now we can just add here a show up. Wait. That was a bit too strong of a show up. _show up. And what this is gonna do is to pretty much activate it. So I think it's just show up. Yeah, there we go. Now in our spine actor, We're collecting it into the... We are not collecting it. Okay, I deleted that collecting. That was incredibly stupid. Let's add here again, child actor component. Gonna be our list of child actors. And we are gonna add it here. Wait, it's not quite an array yet, so we are gonna have to first convert it into an array. We probably actually wanna put there. Oh, it doesn't matter. And I just wanna make sure it should clear it. It should clear it before it starts adding it, but I am not entirely sure it actually does that. So just for the sake of my memory security, let's put here this checkbox. Before it does it again. And then we're gonna have here a custom event, which is gonna be start showing up. Now this is gonna grab our list of actors, run a for each loop on it. Let's get here a child actor. We're not setting it, we're getting it. And what are we calling? Ring interface. Show up. There we go. We already have set the delay on them, so technically I could set the delay here, but hey, let's not overcomplicate it. Right? Let's keep it chill. Nice and chill. All right. Okay, so let's start by getting here the drag. So it's gonna start from around here. And then let's actually delete the rest of them. It's gonna be easier to do from scratch. You can share the concept, and feel free to. No one else seems to be in the chatty mood right now, so don't feel like you don't have to. You got my permission, man. Feel free to do so. But just be aware, I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion. If I think it's shit, I'm gonna tell you it's shit. Just to be clear there. But if you are willing to risk that, then feel free to share it. That's all good. All right, perfect. In that case, please share it. I'm gonna let you finish it, and then we can have a look at it. Just write that on the end, done or something like that. Just so I can check the messages. Ooh, this one is gonna be tough. Done? Alright, let me see. Basically a VR game, Ding Dong Ditch concept. I'm not sure what Ding Dong Ditch concept means, but probably gonna find out. 8 players in house beside each other. 1 player is a knocker. They have to knock 1 door per round and make an escape without getting caught. Okay. If the player door is knocked after 10 seconds, the door opens and the search begins. Knock the door on. Okay. the outside environment is procedurally generated. The knocker can morph into an object to blend into the environment or hide in dumpsters or bushes. Okay. A countdown timer for 20 seconds. Countdown. If it gets to 0, without the knocker being caught, the player whose door was knocked is eliminated. Okay. If all players are eliminated, the knocker wins. If the knocker is caught, he wins. Done. Okay, interesting. Okay, let me think about it for a bit. It's the last message is the opposite, right? If the knocker is caught, then the player wins. That morphing could be actually really interesting. I have not seen it with VR game yet. Could be interesting. The fact that it is a VR game would mean that the movement would have to be really interesting. I think this game could kind of fall or succeed with how interesting you can make the movement. If you can make like a movement, if it can be like underwater movement, like the player swimming around or something like that, or like probably not quite the gorilla attack stuff. That I find that bit weird, but people like it, so whatever. But something similar to where you like have to grab things, like you have to, I don't know, climb or anything like that, and morph or hide. That could be interesting. So I think as long as you do a good job on the movement and good job on that hiding mechanic, it could be actually quite interesting. It would be worth to try. But you can probably test this without having to make it as a multiplayer game. So for example, what you could try to do is just get here some mod. Some bots that are gonna be following you around. Like they can imagine it's like a stealth game, right? Where you can just run around and then you have a timer running. It can be like kicking sound on your watch or something like that. That's a lot of advantages in VR there, and you can and then like the sentries or like AI is like flying around looking for you, etc., etc. And then if it and then after some time it stops, and you can continue, and you have to like disable always the one and then hide again. So something like that. You can probably find a good way how to test these mechanics purely with AI or with NPCs. I don't think you quite have to rely on multiplayer, because testing with multiplayer is really tough. Also, you also need a bunch of other players there, and it's surprisingly difficult to rail up players. So if you just want to test the mechanics, I would recommend just keeping it single player, and then probably could be pretty interesting. And like if you see that people like it in this single player with just NPCs catching them, then that's a really good sign that they are gonna probably like the multiplayer as well. Thank you for feedback. My pleasure, sir. It sounds interesting, and it may not be even too complicated to develop. The movement is gonna be bitch. That's gonna be really tough to get right. You're gonna get stuck on it for quite a while, but it could definitely be interesting, and definitely worth to try. That's the mechanic for the single player game. I think that would definitely be a good idea. Okay, now we are gonna get ourselves back on top. So let's say somewhere down here. And then around here, we're gonna rotate back up. This could be even like an in-game mechanic that you would be able to make your own custom tracks and share it with other people. Like a in-game level editor. I could probably make that happen. Like a Steam Workshop or whatnot. Similarly, I was thinking about, I think we talked about it, talked about it on the stream here, just not to try to steal that idea, about being able to share different bird skins with other people. I think we should be able to make that happen. Okay, and from here we're just gonna return directly back in here. Oh, got the wrong one. Let's see. Then when my game is done, do you play games? Showcase them to say better, good, let's say 6 months or so. No, for sure, I do. There's not many people usually submitting it, but it is an option here. I even just made on the Discord server, I made a new showcase channel. So anyone who wants to share something there, feel free to do so, and we can have a look at it on stream. Can give some feedback, and maybe some other people will be interested as well. So absolutely. Okay. Well, quite a lot of rings actually now. That's fine. Maybe thinking about connecting them somehow. Maybe not. Now I can maybe make them slightly bigger. Let's do like 1.5. Wait, did it mess up the rotations? No, it should be fine. Okay, so we're gonna have here a puzzle starter that's gonna trigger this. I think I have an actor for that somewhere around here. Yeah, dialogue player. Can just keep it here and by default keep it lock. I can just get rid of the whole radio, you know what? And have this as a sort of a universal radio. Ah. Oh, come on. So annoying to make it on long distances. Just you're gonna always miss it, no matter what you're gonna do. Okay, let's move it somewhere up here. Alright, so we're gonna have to have a separate actor for it here. That's gonna start this. So just join the Discord description. It's hard to get the word out when you are solo. It is true, it's very difficult. It's good for feedback so far. Okay, great. No worries, my friend. Feel free to share it whenever you are ready, and we can have a look at it. Okay. Alright, it's gonna be a drone racing puzzle with a I would, once we start having like more people who want to share stuff, we can really even make it like a bi-weekly or monthly event. But not many people seem to be too interested yet. So once that is more common, we can absolutely make it more interesting, more common. Because I think that's something that would be very helpful for everyone. And just so we can all learn from each other. I can share my opinion, you all people in the chat can share your opinion. And all of us are now much smarter, so it's great. So we want here a dialogue player. Friends. Oh, no. Let's duplicate this. And next one is gonna be this thing, which is spline actor spawner. Spline actor spawner. Call it rings reference. And we're gonna, oh wait, both of them should be public. And we're gonna just grab our rings reference and tell it to spawn. And how did we call it? Start showing up. Don't want this to, well, actually it doesn't have to be a, I'm gonna fix it later. Let's first check that this works. I wanna also check how long does it take. Do I even want that a delay? I'm not sure. Alright. Let's try to fly right. Oh, it's the call. It's blocking the player. We do not want that. Not at all. Do, do, do. Oh, I did not set it. Yep, I know. That's me being stupid. Dialogue player. And ring reference. Let's try it now. Okay, perfect. Seems pretty fine. The distance between rigs is surprisingly good. Oh, this one is a bit troublesome. Yeah, it seems to be pretty self-guiding. Oh, this one is definitely a bit too much of a step. And there it finishes it. Alright, perfect. We got this working almost. So let's tweak few adjustments here. So first of all, this one is way too low. So let's see about increasing this. Maybe even more. And then what do we have here? We're gonna have to start raising it up slightly sooner. I think this one is unnecessarily. Okay, this seems better. And now, let's say, does it automatically destroy itself when it hides? It does not. Okay. Oh, it does. Yeah, never mind. I'm blind. It's fine. All right. We got here a show up. That's nice. Set delay. So what are we gonna do with it? We can check here. So first of all, we're gonna increase this. So that is a drone racing puzzle. So we're gonna start by increasing a sphere radius here. So we can start by getting. Wait, it starts showing up. It's fine. So we're not gonna disable it. We wanna. This what happens first time. We can actually, rather than do once, we can do here a do n. I put here a switch. This is the first time it happens. There's a variable. This is our n count. And when we end this, it's gonna set it to 1. And here, we are gonna check all actors of class. Our drone racing. Circle. And I get its length. No, maybe we can simplify it. Is empty. And if it's true, we wanna grab our dialog reference. And just run this. Play recording. Or maybe play dialogue is probably slightly more accurate. Should make sense. Play dialogue. And after we play dialogue, we just want to destroy this thing. And we can also destroy our dialogue reference. No, wait, not the dialogue, we want to rings reference. There we have it. And probably the last one should be almost here. Because I kind of want the player to fly over this. So many companies have Nexus in their names. Really? Who, for example? need to assign here a proper dialogue. Wait. Do I, or am I just hard-coding it right now? Oh, I'm just hard-coding it. That's fine, though. Okay, let's say I'm this chill bird. I'm flying around. I don't care about anything. And then I go into this... I see this object, and I hear the sound. I go into here. And nothing happens. It's not a good sign. Gamers Nexus. Okay, that's one. Zero. It should go here. Nexus Media, isn't it just the same company? Why don't it run right now? Oh, is it too big? No. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got stuck somewhere. Why is it not activating? Ah, not the dialogue player, the drone racing puzzle. It goes into switch on integer, start showing up. Why does it not run here? Okay, let's run here a breakpoint. Excuse me? Are we just not activating now? Well, interesting. Michelle, hello there. How are you doing? I think it's wrong. Let me recompile this thing. Nexus Game Studios. I mean, yeah, I suppose, but why? I don't see why it's strange. Like, do you know how many companies are there with, I don't know, the word work in the game, in the name, or V in the name, or face in the name? It's just a word. Good, that's good to hear. Doing well, not too tired yet. It's coming, though. It's coming. Those are gonna be all the drugs, I suppose. And finishing it up, hopefully. If everything goes well within the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be done with the demo. And it's gonna be available on Steam, so it's a lot of work to do. And it's always super, super intense last minute, but I wanna have it done. So that's good. And the stupidest mistakes keep showing up, which is somewhat frustrating. Nexus Studio without game, yeah, again, just normal word. Okay, let's see what the hell happens with this. Now just collision stops working for no apparent reason. Why this? I don't know, man. Doesn't seem to be important at all. It's just a word that sounds cool, so people use it. Oh, why this not work? I am very confused. Angry Unga Bunga. Okay. It's true, I know. So we go here, right? Yes, we go here. This is 0. Very good. And then we stop? Why the fuck would it stop? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna do switch. I don't even need a do N, but that's weird. No, why? Yeah, it's just cool sounding word, so people use it. Aren't you supposed to be working on your game, Snicker? I see. Okay, let's do it now. I'm gonna play a main theme when this is running. This is a good theme song. This is a good song. Good. Well, of course, it's a good song, but this is a good moment. It would be good to even prolong it. I think we could take this all around the whole map. Like a good few minute long flight. You know, there, no rush, just chilling, but still quite nice. And it's playing a dialogue which you can't read. You can't hear anything, but it's playing dialogue. Okay. I said more on the interface documentation. For some reason, every time I need to use them, my brain just forget what they are. I see. Gotcha. I decided it's not worth it. To make a game with Pirates of Star. I'm making a mobile game now. Oh, really? Well, you should just finish something. It's fun. It's a lovely. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Michelle, let me see. So, what are you getting stuck on? So, is there some like concept about interfaces that you just feel like you are not getting it, or is it just that when you try to implement it, it just doesn't work? Yes, it's the bird talking, exactly, Snicker. What would we do without you? Oh wait, no, I don't want to move everything. 1 year of Unreal and no game. Well, that's all on you, my friend. You just got to do it. There is nothing else. Uh, da, da. How many finished games I made in my first 1 year? I don't know. Few. Look at my age. The point is to make very small games, right? Not to make one huge game. Just make a few smaller games. Don't try to do something you are not capable of yet. I like very consciously started by making a lot of small games. My apologies. Luckily I muted myself. Yeah, don't care about money. Jesus, you should not worry about money first 10 years of your learning. Why would you care about more? Like, that's the best possible way to think about it is that you are not gonna make money first 10 years, and if you are willing to accept it, you are gonna be pretty good. I didn't try to make money for first 2 or 3 years, I think, or something like that. Why would you, like, who cares about money? Money comes when you are good enough. You should care about being good enough, not about making money. Oh, so you are 15, come on, what do you need money for? I'm capable? I don't think so. You know how you prove that you are capable? By showing finished games. You're 15, why do you need to survive? Jesus, go back. Hey Pykor, how are you doing, man? Oh, this one is getting messed up again. Spline sometimes just this really weird nonsense. If you are young, just focus on. Even if you are not young, I think I generally do have this approach towards everything. Just focus most on. How does this happen? Focus most on improving your skills. Money are gonna come when they are needed, not before that. If you need money, then do a side job or like how's it called, part-time job. Part-time job, and then while you are doing your part-time job in the evenings, make games or something. Just don't worry about making money. Just worry about your skill. Great. Deleted my landscape by accident, and the new one looks better. at least you end up improving it. That's pretty cool. 3 years till game over? Cool. Then spend 3 years getting better at working as a developer. I'm doing pretty well. Working on demo, hopefully finishing it up soonish. So, not too shabby. I think Unreal is automatically creating a points on the landscape on this spline. I'm almost certain, actually. Which is not nice. Let's try to run through it again. I'm gonna actually even let you hear it now. Let me just mute my Spotify so I don't get completely hit. And I actually want to change the sound. Wait, let's do it completely and properly with sound as well. I want to create a locking option in the editor. It isn't the first time it happens to me. Yeah, it would be probably good. Should save it. Make sure to save everything and then back up. Did I make that part and animate yourself? Looks good. What's called in the release date? The game is called Lost Harmony. You can find it right here. We have here a bunch of comments for it. We got here a comment for game that's gonna tell you what kind of game it is. And then we have a comment which is Lost Harmony. That's gonna get you to a Steam page. But it's gonna be released. It's hopefully sometime later this year. Ideally during the summer, but we shall see. And the demo available is gonna be sometime around next month, early next month, if everything goes well. And I did not make the birds. No, I did not make the animations or birds. I put it together and made all the gameplay, but not the bird itself. I don't 3D model at all anymore. It's not very productive way to spend time for me. Why didn't the building collapse? Which building? There don't look any building. There are not any buildings that look like they should collapse. What you talking about, my friend? Okay, let's see that once we spawn this, we can switch the sound. That's one of the things. What things? What are you talking about? And why would I ever give you access to the camera control? Are you going crazy? Yeah, well, no one cares about your pride. You are the only one who cares about it. You are fighting with your own ego, not with anyone else. The only thing that matters is whether players enjoy the game. And if you are Yeah, literally. The only thing that matters is the players enjoy the game, and if you manage to communicate what you wanted. Whether you did it all by yourself is completely irrelevant. Let's say that whenever this happens, we're gonna also start playing a proper sound. But we need to do that inside here. Ah, come on. I'm gonna have to put there some way to select it. What if they call it asset flip? Whatever. Why should you care? Do you consider it asset flip? If yes, then you did a shitty job. If not, then why would you care? What's the command? Is it switch sound? It's switch sound, yeah. I think in this case we will want to switch to a main theme. And that main theme is under... Song 3. Wait, is it? Yeah. It's in the drone puzzle, and we want to set the index to 3. All right. Let's play it here. It's very interesting. Asset flip is if you just take assets from store and put it together in a broken way. We'll use some assets, for example, I don't know, don't care about gating for it. Very true. And also, honestly, usually players don't really care about that. Asset flips is something that other developers use. Rarely do you see us actual players being in the reviews that are like, oh my god, this is such an asset flip. Like players really don't care, not much. And like the problem is that when it's lazy, right? When they set asset flip, that means that your game is lazy. It looks like it was done within a week by some loser, not big when it's a game that you actually put some effort in. And you can trust me that people can appreciate the effort. Okay, let me try to play the sound. See, we can do it fully now. And you can't hear it. God damn it. Let's see. I don't know if I can change it now because OBS is wait, maybe if I change this to this. Oh, you can now. Cool. Okay, let's let the music start properly so we can hear the transition. I'm gonna talk more on the asset flip, but I wanna first fly through this. I need some sound effects on this. Definitely missing a wind sound effect and a bunch of others, but oh god, I mean this needs some fixing. This also needs some fixing, not very nice track. This is not playing the song I wanted to play, but it's fine. I'm gonna have to fix it later. Oh, did we miss some ring? Interesting. Did we actually? Oh, no, I don't
Morning
think so.
diary.
There we go.
It's Foreman Jim up here.
It works fine. I've seen that I don't work. I've seen that and I don't work as good if I didn't make the asset. That's stupid idea. Get it out of your head. Sneaker time out. Yeah, I also think it's really nice. It needs a little bit of work, but it sounds really good. I also like it. I would also, yeah, but I wanted to say with the asset flip idea is that I would, I think it's really nice to think about games as a sort of a circular, not circular, but as a like dynamic economy that we all work together. Like imagine it, because of asset packs and the tools that you can buy on Unreal Marketplace, you can work with artists without having to work with them directly, and that's really nice. Right? So if you buy a asset, some 3D model from a artist, then it's not just that you get a bunch of models. It also means that you somewhat supported the artist. So he got some money from you. He got money from doing the work, and you have something for the game without having to directly work with him. That's pretty cool. Like why shouldn't we do that? It's also another thing is that it's very cool. It's very common in almost all the other industries. It's very rare that you would see someone making the complete product without outsourcing something elsewhere. Sneaker, if you don't stop, I'm gonna ban you there as well. And if you don't want to ban them, the thing is that why wouldn't you pay other artists? Like this, the game development is collaborative process. You are not doing it to like make the biggest amount of money. If you do that, then you shouldn't be in games. Games are pretty bad industry if you just try to make money. It's genuinely not very good. Like you have way better industries where you can go into and just make as much money as you want. Like being a programmer is almost always way more profitable than making games. But usually we want to make games, right? So that's why we do that. No volunteers. Yeah, exactly. No volunteers. Why shouldn't we pay them? Paying $6 or paying a rate for a whole team. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like I mean, and it's great. Like the artist can sell it multiple times. They make more money. While they don't have to work directly, they get some sort of a passive income from that. You get asset that you want. Like everyone wins. No one loses on that. As far as I'm concerned, it's only good. And I'm definitely planning to do a lot more plugins that are gonna be able. I'm gonna probably have a lot of them for free because I have different monetization methods. But I think there is zero issue in selling your stuff on marketplace. Like now all of a sudden a lot more people can use it, and you can make plugins that are they made it free, so that's what they think the asset is for. Hey Snicker, I'm gonna ban you. I'm not joking. I'm straight up gonna ban you if you don't stop it. So we all like this, everyone can win. Like artists can make more money, and you as developer can make games without having to contract them to make a specific work. And sometimes you want to have a very specific work, and that's when you contract them. But you can also get familiar with the artist by just buying some of their packs. And then once you actually have some of their packs, then you actually start then you can actually like fight about them. Like imagine, it has happened to me actually before as well. You just get used to the artist by buying some of his pack, and then you actually find him and hire him for a specific work. That's pretty good way how to do it. Mine's 100% assets, but 2 years of code and designed by me. I don't think some people know what they are talking about when this asset. Yeah. And again, rarely do you actually. A lot of the times it's just people being jealous, honestly. When people call something asset flip, I would not be worried about it at all. I have not made almost any, I think maybe even none, model myself for Lost Harmony, and I feel absolutely no issue with that. I don't see any benefit in me doing that. It would effectively mean that I would have to spend time in skill that I'm not an expert at. I would waste it by doing something, I would waste it by making models, and instead I can focus on making the game actually fun as a programmer, and the artists still get paid. So why not? Disturbs from people using templates and sell themselves. Yeah, exactly. When people say asset flip, they usually mean super lazy development work. Right? They mean when someone like literally takes a code plugin and they take 3D models and does the work over the weekend and then publishes it as this is. That's what usually people mean as a asset flip. Said me needed to do a lot of models because the medical 3D models is almost like that. Yeah, I can see that. I can kind of see that. But honestly, it's almost like diffuse are amazing for support. I don't know what diffuse means. But you could maybe find it on some other platforms like TurboSquid, or well, probably not TurboSquid, but Sketchfab and similar. But yeah, if you have very specialized assets, that is difficult. I like very consciously designed levels around for Lost Harmony around the assets that I have available. I just look at it as another restriction. So you just have to be clever with your design to make sure it works with what you want. But I understand that if you have very specific game, very niche game like medical, then it may be way more difficult. Let's try to fly. It does it again. Look at that. It just creates it. Yeah. Should have maybe added it on the back itself. But I think this should be pretty good. Okay, this could be good. I will look through the level. Let's try it one more time, but I think this is pretty nice now. I'm just gonna play first part of the dialogue, then it's gonna spawn these. It's a dialogue about like a drone racers who were playing here, so it kind of works nicely on track. This is kind of an example of design that I would consider quite clever, where the story is gonna be about like a couple, guy and girl who are actually it's not specific who are the genders, doesn't matter. Who are like going up here from their underground station where they live, and are working on and are playing with drones, like a drone racing. And then you, as a bird, will actually fly through exactly that race that the drone were flying through. And once you finish that, you will hear the rest of the dialogue. So reward here is unlocking the story. That's a lot of reward system that I set up for Lost Harmony. It's about learning more about the world rather than any points. So I think if I added there too many points and ways like increasing your HP or whatnot, or increasing some sort of a scoreboard, it would slow it down too much. It would be too gamey, and it would not quite work here. What's the name of the bird? It doesn't have a bird. It's the bird. That's what it is. That's his name. So no, it would not quite work. I don't want this to be challenging. Drone fly through. Maybe let's go just drone puzzle. However, I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell merchandise. Who knows? What I can probably do is to set it up that you are gonna be able to take like we have here a system that already lets you take photos. Let's see if it actually works. You can check it. It worked, but I don't know if Discord just changed something again and it doesn't work. Let me see. But I was thinking that since you will be able to somewhat customize your bird, you can of course just sit here, land down here, and nope, not there. So let's say you're gonna take a photo, and we could set it up that you will be able to print that photo and let it be sent directly to you as a photography that you can put on your wall or something. That could happen. That could be pretty cool. So I can take a screenshot And if everything goes well, it should directly set itself to Discord. Okay, let's see. Let me show it to you guys. Okay, here we have it. So you can see it here on the side. I can just demonstrate it again. This is a channel that's currently hidden for all of you, but it's gonna be unlocked later. And what you can easily do is to just, I don't know, let's say we are gonna be flying like this. Then switch into the camera mode. We're gonna, let's say, get a specific shot of Blu-ray, of a Blu-ray waving of wings. So I'm gonna slow it down a lot, and I wanna get shot like, no, not quite, maybe something like this. Okay, time dilation 0, so everything is frozen. We can zoom in, get here a perfect shot, and you will be able to repaint your bird. So you will be able to have completely custom bird eventually. Not sure quite when that's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. And now let's say I take a screenshot to something like this. Maybe zoom in a little bit more. I let the time fly again. Well, it's fine. Okay, let's say you can just press F. It's gonna take a screenshot and it should send it automatically to Discord if everything goes well, which it does not always do. And it's gonna, and now it doesn't work for whatever reason. Either way, it's just gonna automatically let you send it on disk. I think there's some issue with properly setting the items, properly saving the file or something. What do you mean Unreal can do it? Of course, Unreal is just software. Diffuse around UE marketplace, you get more than just assets. What do you mean by diffuse? I don't think I understand. You can add emotes for money when you are in this mode. No. Not quite what I'm thinking. So we could maybe do like a custom pose for the bird. Actually, adding editor that could they could be automatically able to completely move the pose is super fairly easy. But probably not the emotes directly. And also you can trigger your own emotes, so you could kind of do that. So I land here. I can have here some sort of a emotes that I could theoretically work on. And let them be here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we should have the ring done. Is it properly pushed? It is. That's good. So let's see. What do we have here next? Give me a sec, guys. What we can do now? Do I want to get into chaos, or do I have an option to not get into chaos? It's the easier, it's the better question. You know what, guys? I'm gonna be right back. Let me first check what we have planned for rest of the day and for tomorrow. We are not done yet today. Don't worry, guys. It's UI tomorrow, so the whole tomorrow is gonna be just UI. It's gonna be hell, and the Wednesday is gonna be tutorial. Okay, makes sense. So we're gonna have to do the chaos destruction now. It's gonna be a bit of a pain, but we can do it. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. I am back. So what we're gonna have to do is to do some destruction here. Okay. No way. That's epic being able to do that. Which one do you mean? Do you mean the the camera? That is pretty epic, not gonna lie. Okay, so we can rotate it here. And it should destroy the objects. Oh, this one is separated even. That's probably even better. How are we gonna go about it? Let's combine as an asset already. No, I have no idea. I mean, I have some intuition, but it's gonna shape up tomorrow. I don't know yet. We could probably just grab this thing, 100k triangles, and convert part of it into a or whole thing, but it's probably not the case. Jeez, what would happen if we convert the whole thing into... Okay, I'm curious. Let's go. This can potentially create... You will use the camera animation or the main menu or PNG? I don't know. Just whatever works. Whatever is quick and doesn't look too ugly. It's just UI. No one cares about UI. Okay. So... Now I have to remember how to do it. We have our fracture. And this we have to make into a collection first. So we're gonna make a collection. Probably way too big. I don't really want probably the whole thing even to be destructible. You could make a white text and when you hover and underline make the text bigger. Yeah, maybe. That's pretty common. Okay. Yeah, I think this is way too many meshes. I don't think I even want this to be that much destruction. So let's just run some... Well, who cares about UI? You just click on it so you can get to actual game, right? Cluster. Nah, I don't know if people care about UI. Honestly, I have no clue. Probably some do. Let's just fracture it. This could potentially crash the PC, so we will see. If I lose the stream, this is why. Ah, surprisingly good, actually. I think it messed up the materials though, didn't it? Okay. This may work. Let's try it. Oh wait, we can switch the preview, I think. There was a way to switch the preview so it actually displays me the correct materials, because I am not sure if it doesn't mess up the materials. Does anyone remember how to get it to preview the materials correctly? Most of my C++ game is going to be played on UI, so I suppose. Like when you think about it, a lot of the card games are, for example, pure UI. Okay. Not bad. Not exactly what I want, but yeah. My mind's blown even thinking what you have done. Oh yeah, it's super simple, and it's gonna be part of the plugin, so you will be able. It's gonna be like plug and play feature that you can add to anything. It was actually really simple. It's if you watch some of the streams, I don't know which one it is exactly, but it's probably named like camera something, in-game camera something. You will see. I made the whole thing on stream, so you can watch it. But again, it's gonna be part of the plugin, so you are gonna be able to, once I release the plugin, you will be able to just literally call one function and it's gonna trigger it in your game. And so it's gonna be pretty simple. I think we're gonna separate it into two different meshes. Da, da, da. That's true. That's true. I actually do agree with you, Sneaker. That is kind of crazy. Not the cards game. It was just a mini project I started. Oh yeah, I know. I just meant that lost a lot of card games are purely UI. I know that your game is not a card game. So we're gonna have to export this. Okay, so first of all, I got rid of this. Oh, it has a bunch of stupid LODs. That sucks. So we can get rid of this, and this. Now we are gonna have to switch the UI. Oh, I hate when Blender does this. Okay. When you said UI is not that important, my eyes start tweaking. Nice. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm just doing it for the controversy. But I do think UI is pretty. I don't know. This is purely personal preference. Most people seem to care about UI. I'm just gonna keep saying it until people get so mad. Get so mad. It sounds like a good plan, actually. It's when I started with Unreal, because I never experienced my dumb problems, and the Unity devs have like having to wait 5 minutes to test game in engine. Yeah, I have heard. I have heard. I think, wait, which side is which? Oh, okay, this is not very easy to tell. So if I position it like this, it should be this part. Excuse me, I can't even select the... Blender seems to have really issues with handling the big meshes. The meshes that go into hundreds of meters. Now I can't just select anything. It just doesn't let me modify the mesh. Nice. Most people do not care about being conscious. That's true. That's a good point. Most people don't care consciously. I would very much agree with that. Oh wait, is it? Oh, I see. I disabled it. Never mind. It was not the blender. It was my issue. Do, do, do. Okay, so let's say we can break this whole wall. Can do slightly more in depth and then clear it up. So I can go somewhere around here. Okay. Everyone should start appreciating good UI. Why? It's just UI. Who cares? Look, UI is there just so we can get to a game, right? You don't have, it doesn't matter really. That's, I would agree with that, that most people don't know what good UI is. But they can, it's interesting, right? People don't know what good UI is, but they can tell when it's bad, which is kind of funny. But I would definitely agree. Second eye, oh gosh, well, good that you don't have 3 of them. But Pykor, why would you start getting angry over something as annoying as UI? Like, it's there just because people get angry when it's not there, not because you actually want it there, right? If I could launch the game directly, if I could launch it from Exe directly to the game, I would do that. No issue at all. Dialogue is as fun as UI. Depends. UI UX is for whole psychological idea. That's true. That's definitely true. Also, I am somewhat actually. I think it's really stupid to keep pairing them together. I see a lot of people doing that, and I think it's wrong. I don't think UX can be anything. Like your whole gameplay is under UX. Right? I would be very. I would be very careful about putting together. Maybe you guys can correct me in that, but I actually do think that putting UX and UI together is stupid. I think it's like UX is user experience, right? Like how is the player gonna experience it? That's completely independent. Remember, FF red and green text on UI, blue background on UI. No problem. Exactly. Da, da, da. Yeah, I understand. It's kind of what I mean. It's exactly user experience. Like how does user experience what you are doing? But that's applicable everywhere. That's not just your UI. That's every single thing that's in the game, and not in the game, the movie or whatever or website. Well, effectively, website is just a glorified UI, right? That's online. Nice. How many controversial takes can I get today? I think I'm getting pretty good at it. Probably not this. That's why I like making sites, yeah, because it's just UI. Oh well, we can throw down this wall as well. Let's throw it down. Mm-hmm. It's super. I would agree. It's pretty good topology, yeah. Let's separate this now. I'm probably missing something, but let's try it. Mostly good, mostly good. Let's add there a few of the floors though. Separated already? No. If UI is shit, then UX is gonna be bad. Yeah, if gameplay is shit, then UX is gonna be bad. If anything in the game is shit, the UX is gonna be bad. Right? Like it started being put together as this like I don't a user experience, but effectively means how does player or how does user like the experience? That's effectively what it means. Let's get here. Let's take this one as well. This, see? We have here some things on the side. But we can probably just remove it now manually. I don't think we have to worry about it too much. Your UX are inseparable topics. Like, okay, I don't say it, but then, well, what the fuck do you mean? What is this? Ban proposal? No, I'm messing with you guys. Like I said, I may be completely wrong. But I would say I just don't think it's any different from gameplay or any other aspect of the game. It's like if any of these aspects are gonna be bad, then the experience for the user is gonna be bad. And fundamentally, that's what matters, right? How does player like the game? If it's good UX. If it's bad UX. As simple as that. All right. It's gonna be our destroyable part. Oh, there we go. Do, do, do. Sheyavak. That's a difficult to pronounce, man. Hey, man, how are you doing? Remove degenerates. Look at that, guys. I can remove all of you at the same time. That's nice. Maybe it would just get sneaker. Hard to say. There should be combined meshes somewhere. Oh, there we go. We don't want to combine meshes. Blah, blah, blah. Boring, not important. See this. This makes me want to throw up. Horrible. Horrible, unoptimized meshes. Okay. Let's see if the size is correct. Of course not. Why should it be? Wait, what? Why did it get into 0? Should be Oh, wait, that's not quite what I said. It's 0.1. There we go. Yeah, this should be correct. The good thing about making game is that you need multiple skills, the modeling, good UI, and music for the game, not only programming. Come, out of all of them, I gotta be good at something. Well, who says that you have to be good at something? I don't see any rule that claiming that you have to be good at it. Must have scaled it down, right? No, scaled it up, not down. Is there a way to copy? Oh, I can copy all of them. Thanks God. 25 materials. That's horrendous. How? Maybe just programming. There are subcategories like that is on. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't disagree with you there. Get rid of all of this. Okay, and this one we're gonna replace by house rule, which is gonna miss these parts. Should we remove it? It's probably gonna be a bit too overkill if we remove it. And then we can add here, just duplicate this one actually, and add it. There we go. Now we need to make this a destroyable. Opinion on splash screens. They are rarely needed. But you mean like splash screen before the game? Like when the game is loading? For credits? Or what do you mean exactly? Before? Like before the game? As long as it's skippable, I don't mind. If they are unskippable and skippable, they tend to be more annoying than anything else. But I kind of understand that people want credit. Companies want credit, I guess, rather than people. I think they should be always skippable. Okay, so let's do a cluster on it. Branding, yeah, sure, branding, but I don't think I remember that anyway. I don't think it really works as branding like people sometimes pretend it does. So, when I think about how I learn about a certain like game being developed by a specific studio, it's not really that I like remember the logo. It's that I like the game and then I go Google it and I learn that the studio made it. That's how I learn it, right? It's not really the fact that I have seen the game before. It's not really the fact that I have seen the logo. It's just that I liked the game and then I googled it. Not really because I saw it before. So I don't think it matters that much. I guess it's important to put it there for branding point of view, but general seems not too important. We can just put it on the same location. Okay, let's see how it's gonna react now. It's probably just break. There we go. Kinda had my suspicion it's gonna get stuck there. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of it in front. Can we modify? We should be able to modify by deleting this, right? Is there a better way how to select this? Yeah, not quite that. Okay, let's try this. Oh, there we go. Great. Why can't you delete current section? Do I have to will I have to convert it again? Why would you not be able to delete it? Do you have any actually good explanation? But why? Okay, if I select it directly. Okay, now I can do it. That's strange. These are selected but are not being deleted. Why? Excuse me. Do I really have to? I guess I'm gonna have to export it just so I can clear it. I mean, the modeling tools are not bad, but they are clearly not quite good yet. Can have it as a destroyable asset as well, I guess, while I'm at it. That was going so fast, I feel like I'm not doing shit. Just start doing stuff. Complaining doesn't help, I'm afraid. Balcony destroyable. Today I'm not really playing games, just sit there, engine's stuck on nothing. Then may wanna do something else for a bit. Hey, if your brain is too fixed and can't solve the problem, then you probably need a break. Not playing games, but like solve different problem or go on a walk or something like that where you can let your brain work on that trouble. Oh, did I? I think I removed the correct one. Sometimes it's better to take a break and do it next day. And also, if you are working on it now while you are watching the stream, then you are not really working, are you? And you are being distracted. Enough parking, going to sleep. Have a good stream. Well, thank you kindly. Probably not gonna be here for much longer either. But thank you for stopping by, Michelle. Have a good one. Bye-bye. It's 12. Okay. And? I'm bad. Okay. That's good. Okay, so this one we can replace by balcony. And this one shall be a mesh. 3:45 p.m. Well, what the hell? Your day is just starting. Well, my day would be starting at the time, not gonna lie. Let's do like 64 times 64. Oh, I put it here accidentally. Well. It did reset its UI? Why? It did its coordinate system. Oh wait, maybe it has just messed up rotation. Let me see. Oh, it does. It does indeed. Okay, so they're gonna probably just crash automatically. Quite nice. Like, how is it going with performance, by the way? I can imagine it's not gonna be great. There should be a way how to pre-bake these explosions. Does anyone know how to do that? I don't think I have done that before. That's not ideal, not gonna lie. Okay. So what do we want with this? Kinematic static. If we keep it on static, is it gonna explode? No. Is it that bad, really? If it's gonna be such a huge drop, then I'm gonna have to do something about it. Which I would prefer not to. But I mean, it's not really essential to have this destruction in the demo, but I would like to have it there. Okay, so... No, okay, it's not that much different. Wait, so we should be able to first bake it, right? There should be a way how to bake Niagara explosion. Let me see. No, it's not Niagara, it's chaos. Oh, okay, so it's a separate plugin. Okay, you know what? I can do that part later. What I can do though is to fix this rotation. So first we're gonna need to put this whole thing inside the blueprint. So let's just go in here, probably including this little detail. How much is going to be the demo? What do you mean how much? Let's make it a crane. How long? I don't know. How long you are gonna spend with it? It can be finished within 15-20 minutes. You can spend here hours if you want to. We shall see. You're gonna do the world record in the slowest possible play? Well, you are welcome to do so. Mm. Scale of this, just one, right? Yeah. Wait, what is this referencing? Oh yeah, that's fine. Honestly, Sneaker, I don't care. If you wanna break your experience by just speedrunning it, do so. I don't care. It's not in my control, nor in my interest to stop you in any way. Mhm. Okay, so how should this go correctly? First one is a normal way, then I'm speedrunning it. Sure, I mean, that is not really a strict end condition. So I don't know when you will consider the speedrun finished. Also, it's a bit unfair. You have not, you already know where all the puzzles are from. So you are never gonna be able to speedrun this. You have already been defeated. How the hell should this be structured? Okay, so it's like this. Okay, I see. Where you got the crane? I don't know, some model. some setback. I don't know exactly which one. I think it should be probably around this. Admiring the landscape of the bird of or the bird. Sure. Try to argue that to the speedrun committee. Oh, I'm too high. That's the why. It feels like it's rotating when it shouldn't be. The main issue here. I see. I think this should work. So we're gonna basically just whenever it connects, we can let it run, right? We're gonna have to add here a unit. And then, wait, what do we need here? What else do we need here? Electric interface. Charged and attach connector. And this should be almost the same thing that we have here. Input actor is being yeah, we're changing material on it somewhere as well. Wait, what's being detached? The actor itself. And for the parent here, we're gonna need a collision. And with that an arrow, let's say. Let's say around here. Wait, I made a power up rotate. No, wait, it's fine. Gosh. Wait, did I delete it from here? No, it's fine. Starting to get a bit too tired, I'm afraid. It's just gonna be the parent. Oh no, yeah, it is the parent. We're snapping and this is fine. I'm sure there should be some rotation changes, some material change, but let's see. Well, effectively, the only thing we're gonna do here is to rotate this from 0 to about 70. It's maybe a bit too much. About 45. And let's say this should be over about 1 second. May need to rework this, but this into a landscape, not a landscape, the timeline. So we can move this and attach this to a hover car. Alright, this you can move here. So first of all, this cable should be attached to the cable connector car 1. Cable connector car 1. And this is gonna be our cable connector car 2. And it's just here in the space. Let's just make sure both of them have the correct cable. Is that correct? Should be. Okay, let's try it now. Think it's gonna mess it up, but that's fine. Can just move these to here for now. Okay, I have to start by connecting it. Fix the collisions on the car, I see. Yeah, I had my suspicion that could happen. It needs to be attached to the hover car itself and to the mesh, not to the scene road. No, but it should be moving the whole actor. Why is it not moving with it? Hmm. I can try to attach it from inside. Need the access to cable connector. All right, let's grab it and attach it to the car directly. Our parent is just gonna be car mesh and we're gonna keep everything walled. Let's keep it nice and easy. Let's see it now. Okay, cool. No, it's fine. I didn't expect this part to work. The important part works. Oh, where did the... Wait, where did the car go? Oh, it's up here. Must have changed the sizes a bit. Okay, let's move this slightly down. So we're gonna need to fix the cable, but we kind of need to fix the cable for everything, so I expected that to be the case. It's just simply that the cable in Unreal by default sucks. Oh, what happened? Interesting. This guy's gonna crash or is gonna tell me what's happening? Just crash, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, it's too much forward, but it's fine. Can go around here. Even thinking we could maybe attach both and then just detach the other one, honestly. You know what? That's gonna be probably so much better solution. So it's gonna be 2. This is gonna be attach cable connector 2. And we are actually gonna make sure to set materials on them as well. So what do we set the material to? Just 0. Yeah, it makes sense. So on both of them, we want to start by setting it to RG. So we want 0 and 1. And then this one, when we finish charging up, we want to set it to green. And we can detach it sometime after this. So let's say Let's say about 20 seconds. Let's not worry about this. Oh no, I have. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm stupid. This is already considering it. So this is when it happens for the connector 1, and we want to detach our connector 2 when it starts moving randomly. Or actually, will it detach whenever the player touches that? Let's just test it. It does. Okay, this should actually kind of tweak it in that case. Oh, I did not set it. Never mind. Never mind. I'm stupid. Let's try it now. Yeah, it's not. I kind of thought so. But it's fine. We can detach it and tell it to simulate physics now. Keep everything as it is. And make sure it simulates physics. Connector base, probably what's simulating the physics, right? Yes. Alright, let's see it. Yeah, it's attached properly now though, so even though the cable is going crazy. Oh, and it hits the bird. Oh no! That was unexpected bug. Oh, of course it fell down. Yeah, I had a suspicion this is gonna happen. That's the nature of physics. Yep, and now the actual pulling is gonna kick in. But now we can connect it. And this is gonna start rotating. There we go. Cool. Okay, so it mostly works. Just needs to, I guess, fix this. No, I think this whole thing should be to the side, right? Okay, these cables will need fixing and bunch of sound effects. But other than that, it seems to work pretty well. Oh, it's good. Okay. And we can prolong how long it takes to rotate this thing. It should be much longer. To like 10 seconds. Let's try one more time, and then I think we are done for the day. Hmm. Oh, wait, why is it? Oh, I moved it again, right. Wait, why is it moving now? What? What the hell did I attach it there? Oh, but it's fine. We'll figure it out next time. This, fixing the cable is gonna make it so much easier anyway. So it doesn't matter too much now. This thing probably is overlapping more stuff than it should. My guess is that this should overlap only the connector. Let me check. No. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm gonna debug it some other time. Okay, guys. I think that's it. I'm gonna leave you today and continue with it next time. Tomorrow is gonna be UI time. Sadly, we have to do it. I know, boring, no one cares about it, but we are gonna have to do it. So that's gonna be about it. I think enough shit talking about UI. We have to do it tomorrow. Hey guys, thank you for being here today. It was lovely and we got a lot done. So that's pretty good. Have a good evening, guys.